Again, and don't be fooled by these fake stories that they give you, because I told you it's just entertainment in the pandemic. Distract you while they vaccinate everybody. Now this so-called Gabby Petito right here that they got for the masses, that so-called went missing, and they have this show right here for the dumb people. They're never gonna see it. We go get into this right here and watch it. As you can see, this one right here post up on camera, because it is a hoax, 100%. Let's watch this right here. As you can see, the Illuminati pyramid and the hand sign. Make it run.
It's Gabby Petito in tears on the day she and her fiance...
In tears. You said tears. You never said cracking up. You said tears. Where is it tears? This is just a show. Only dumb people can't see it.
They got into a nasty argument.
We've been fighting all morning.
The police body cam video is a poignant contrast to the beaming Gabby we've seen in videos shot during her cross-country...
Do you see that, people? They shot all these videos in this cross-country trip that they're going on. All of a sudden, she turned up missing. Boyfriend turned back home without her. What do you think, people? It is a fucking hoax. 100%.
Road trip with Brian Laundrie. The just-released police video was taken August 12th. Cops pulled the couple's van over outside Arches National Park in Utah after a witness reported them arguing at a grocery store and called 911.
Yeah, somebody witnessed them, and take a look at the store. Got the sunray right there, and don't think it's an accident. The whole thing is a hoax. Purple sign right there.
Arguing at a grocery store and called 911.
What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
The officer...
So the van already leave the scene, and you're pulling over the van to ask the people what they was fighting about? It's bullshit, people. 100%. They was fighting on the scene. So that means the police gotta show up on this scene right here. How would you catch them in the van way out here in the middle of nowhere? It's just a show.
Brian, okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
The officer asked Gabby to step out, and she explains what's going on.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country.
People, this is just a setup. I already told you, only if you're blind you can't see. This is a show. From day one. You see it right here, you're supposed to know. Your brain's supposed to tell you there's a lot of missing people. Just go in the Walmart and look in the wall. Look on the wall on the side. How much people they got taped up right there say missing. They don't make a big show out of it. Only the one that they put on. That's the only thing they pump and push up. This is a nationwide case right here because it is a hoax.
And I'm trying to start a blog. I just have a lot of stuff, so I've been building my website, so I've just been really stressed.
Then Laundrie is questioned.
Tell me what's going on.
This actor right here, and he wearing a mask. Nobody can tell me shit. That's a mask wearing sodomite they have right here, fooling the dumb people. You remember like Scott Peterson? Pay attention right here. It's just a show.
Just gets worked up sometimes.
Gabby told police she has OCD. She said she was afraid Laundrie was going to drive off and leave her stranded at the grocery store. She apparently scratched him during the back and forth scuffle.
What a bullshit, people. You're going on this road trip and you're scared that the boyfriend gonna drive off and leave you at the grocery store. It is bullshit, people. 100%. And that's why you're crying and fight. That was the fight was about. Come on, people. Hoax story.
You want to tell me about those scratches on your face? She did something to him. That's why I was pushing her away.
On the day they were pulled over, Gabby and her fiance had been living in their small van for about 4 months, crossing the USA, visiting national parks for her travel blog. Now, they told...
Wow, visiting national park for travel blog. It is bullshit, people. 100%. And all of these people that you see blogging, most of all, on the net, basically, they set them up to run psyop later on. If you notice how much people off Instagram turning up dead on the side of the road, it's just a hoax for the dumb people.
Police, they were still in love, but after all that time together, the tension had been building until it erupted in tears and shoving. Gabby, still distraught, says being pulled over by the cops added to the stress.
I just saw the lights come on, and it was reported as like, you're an idiot.
One officer takes photos of Laundrie scratches.
I'm not going to pursue anything. I just about Beyonce. I love her.
Then an officer asked Gabby this question.
When you slapped him those times.
Why did you have this one in the car for? Why is she in the back of the car? It's bullshit.
Were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? What were you...
I was trying to get him to stop telling me humping.
Gabby sobs as the cop tells her that he's made a decision whether to charge her.
Sobbing. Where is the tears, people? I already told you it's a hoax. Holding the bottle in the hand like heavy people that running hoax on you. What they doing? A commercial for what?
Or not.
Especially in year 22, right? I'm choosing not to cite you today.
Laundrie was not charged either, but at the cop's insistence, he and Gabby spent the night apart to cool down. Officers gave him a ride to a local hotel.
Wow.
I just don't usually drive the van.
What a
Officers gave
bullshit.
him a ride to a
Wow,
local
look at
hotel.
this right
I
here.
just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far.
It was obviously very upsetting to us to see her that emotional.
In Northport, Florida, where Brian Laundrie lives, Gabby's father joined the FBI and local police in updating the nation on the search for Gabby.
Whatever you can do to make sure my daughter comes home.
Look at this guy right here, people. It's not a coincidence. They all actors, 100%. The whole story is a sham, fooling the masses in the pandemic.
Ask you for that help. There's nothing else that matters to me now.
And on Long Island, a lawyer representing Gabby's family read a heartfelt letter being sent to Brian Laundrie's parents.
Our lives are falling apart. We believe you know the location of where Brian left Gabby.
Wow.
We beg you to tell us.
What a show, people. What a show they're putting on for the people with these two characters. I told you, Brian Laundrie, all fakers, they bring the masses. And we go get closer to it. Let's go.
It's the news Gabby Petito's family hoped they'd never
what
hear.
A damn name, people. Gabby Petito. It's bullshit, people. 100% made up shit.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered,
Yes, so
consistent with the description of Gabrielle Gabby Petito.
Okay, so you it's look good. You can describe it, right? You can so-called make it out and know that this person right here, right? Okay, so what the waiting on? If it's her, it's her, and if it's not, it's not. You just find a body. They're full of shit.
The FBI saying Sunday night that the body was found near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, a spot the 22-year-old and her fiancé were planning to visit late last month.
Full of shit, people. All CGI photo they're showing you. All fake background with these two characters running a mind game on you right
According
here.
to her mother.
As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family.
Gabby's devastated dad posting this
You
picture
see that? Of course you go post him with the wings with the 2C on the side. Yo, and the LGBTQ color. That's how they do
of
it.
his daughter on social media Sunday, writing, "She touched the world." Her younger brother expressing his shock on
There you go
Instagram,
again.
writing
Another
in
wing
part,
picture
"I'm at a
again.
total
And got on the guest shirt right there with the pyramid. What they're telling you right here, people. It's a hoax. That's
lost.
all it
My
is.
heart is shattered." Petito's parents first reported her missing on September 11th, 10 days after her
September 11, right on the money, people. It's not a coincidence. It is a hoax story they used to pull on your heartstring. And watch, they're gonna give you this drama ever since today. They tell you they find the body. Watch what they're gonna do next with this character that they so-called can't find. It's bullshit.
fiancé, Brian
There he
Laundrie,
is.
returned from their cross-country road trip without her.
Hold on. Go back a little bit. Let me see what.
10
it
days
is.
after her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, returned
Let's see what kind of tattoo it got on right there. Okay.
from their
Tree of
cross-country
life.
road trip without her. Her dad previously telling Dateline's Andrea Cannon he worried he'd never see his daughter
Of
again.
course, it's
I don't
a
know if I
show.
can deal with not having my baby girl back, not holding her again.
Laundrie has refused to speak with investigators, citing advice from his attorney, and now he's nowhere to be found.
See?
His family telling police on Friday he left to go hiking at a Florida wildlife reserve last Tuesday and never returned.
What a
Investigators bringing in drones and police dogs over the weekend to look for any sign of the 23-year-old.
There's an
And she 23 years old, right on the money for Freemasonry coding. Pay attention.
enormous amount of pressure, I'm sure, on him to provide answers on what's going on here.
I think our plan for today is to just hang out.
In videos posted during their cross-country road trip over the summer, Petito and Laundrie seemed to be head over heels in love. But police footage from an incident in Utah appeared to reveal a rocky side to their relationship.
We just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
Wow, people, take a look at this person crying. It's just a show for the people with no brain box. Everybody is interested in this dumb case. They don't understand that it is fake.
He offered to pay us like $200 to give him a ride.
Police also confirming they spoke to this woman who posted that she picked up Laundrie as he was hitchhiking alone at Grand Teton late last month. One of thousands of tips investigators are now combing through as they work to figure out how Gabby Petito's young life was cut short.
Of course they know. It's just a hoax for the dumb people. What you gotta
Brian
say?
Laundrie's family did release a statement overnight. It reads in part, the news about Gabby Petito is heartbreaking. The Laundrie family prays for Gabby and her family.
The Laundrie family, you believe it's real, people? Wow.
To you. So, Miguel, now that a body has been found, what does that mean for the investigation going forward?
Well, investigators need to positively identify Gabby, which will likely happen in the next 24 hours. And then investigators say they will also determine a cause of death, which will be another big point in this investigation, Hoda.
Take a look at these two right here. Just remember the mag tell you. That's two crisis actor right there running mind games on you.
Turns on the disappearance of Gabby Petito, a discovery out west, and an FBI search in Florida as investigators dig for evidence and answers. Good evening, I'm Chuck Scarborough.
And
everybody show up in orange to do the nose. You just see the older character in the orange. This one also in orange. What do you think?
Pascarella, an autopsy will confirm if the body found over the weekend in Wyoming, believed to be Gabby Petito, is in fact the missing Long Island woman. And as her family copes with that heartbreaking discovery, the FBI swarmed her fiance's home in Florida.
Agents showed up at Brian Laundrie's house in Northport, Florida this morning, a day after the remains.
You see this in every fucking fakery. FBI surrounding the house, coming out with brown bags and boxes. Is nothing but bullshit.
Believed to be those of his bride-to-be were found 2,300 miles away in the bridge.
Just like the age of the person who missing. 23 is 23 miles away. They find it. Wow, it is bullshit.
Teton National Forest. Laundrie is still described as a person of interest in the case, in the disappearance, and still nowhere to be found.
You hear that? Personal interest, but the police, the FBI, surround his house and taking out stuff out of there. Really? Person of interest. It is.
We have live team coverage tonight from both of those locations. We kick things off with News 4 investigative reporter Paisley Chang live in Northport, Florida with the dramatic raid from this morning, Paisley.
Yeah, Natalie, yes, he is still considered a person of interest, but there is no...
What does that mean? If he's a suspect, he's a suspect. Person of interest. It is bullshit.
That the stakes have been raised in this investigation. The way the feds descended upon his home, spent hours inside, took boxes of evidence, and then towed his car at the end. The hope is that with this new evidence and information, his location will be known very soon.
FBI agent.
People, it's just to show people what they have in these boxes. It's bullshit.
It's removing boxes of evidence from Brian Laundrie's home. They towed away his Mustang, the same car his parents said he drove to Carlton Reserve on Tuesday for a hike. When he didn't return, the same car his parents said he drove to Carlton Reserve on Tuesday for a hike. When he didn't return home, his parents went there, found the car, and drove it home.
Wow, so you go there where he went, see the car and drive it home. That's bullshit, people. It's 100% bullshit. You better wake your ass up. He drive the car and leave it somewhere and the mom and them go pick it up. It's bullshit.
The seizure capping a day-long search by the FBI at the property.
They had to be doing at least 25, 30 miles an hour. Right in, up, surrounded the house, and went inside. It was impressive and scary. Gabby.
It was impressive and scary. And take a look at this faker right here. Look at the eyes, look swollen. Because they're wearing a mask. All of them looks is altered. Both of them. They're fakers and the masses putting on a show for you in the pandemic. Watch what it
Never go.
Bam. That's the Baphomet sign right there. You got to flash the sign on you because it's the one that's missing. It is a hoax.
Today we learned the FBI searched a computer seized from the couple's white computer seized from the couple.
Take a look at the next one, people.
Gabby, Petito, never goes outside.
Today we learned the FBI searched a computer.
Flash the Baphomet sign right there in the mirror because that's how they do it.
Gabby, Petito, never goes outside.
Today we learned the FBI searched
right there. Both of them is Baphomet running games on you. They're playing games.
A computer seized from the couple's white van they used on their cross-country trip. Detectives reported that Gabby's mother was concerned about a strange text.
Look at this again, people. 27 is according. That's how they do it.
August 27th from her daughter. The affidavit also revealed Gabby's phone had been off for 15 days.
15 is the number 6. Coding again.
Florida police suspended their search of the sprawling nature reserve, hoping what was seized today from the home could lead agents to Brian. The FBI has since left the Laundrie home, but the Northport police are still here, keeping a safe perimeter here, and also to deal with the quite large media presence that is across.
Keeping a safe presence. Yes, they're interviewing by the media. It is bullshit.
Across the street from their house. Meanwhile, the Laundrie family attorney says that he's holding a news conference tomorrow on Long Island to discuss what has been going on. We're live from Northport, Florida.
See how big the case is? The lawyer gonna hold a press conference in Long Island to keep the people updated with what's going on. But the so-called client is missing. The Laundrie character is missing. Are you kidding me?
Paisley Cheng, News 4 New York.
All right, Paisley, thank you. In Wyoming, investigators have found the remains are still searching for evidence and witnesses who may have seen Gabby or Brian Laundrie. This is where investigative reporter Sarah Wallace continues our team coverage from Wyoming with that part of the investigation. Sarah?
Well, and Chuck, investigators are in the process of making a forensic identification on that body that was discovered here.
Even this one is a masked-up character right there, trying to trick you that it down there in the bushes where they find the so-called character. It's bullshit for the masses. Move.
This was the video that showed not everything was okay on Brian and Gabby's road trip. Body cam footage captured by police questioning the couple on the side of the road after they'd had an argument. Now, no charges were filed, but now the 911 call that prompted that moment has been...
911, I remember, is the same 9/11, the day when they report this one missing right there, that fake crying on the masses. Nothing is real.
Released, and a witness is heard saying he saw Brian slapping Gabby.
Wow, there you go.
It's the just released 911 call in the Gabby Petito case. A witness from Moab, Utah says
the man was the one with the scratches, not the woman.
He saw Brian Laundrie slap Gabby days before she disappeared.
I'm on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower. I'd like to report a domestic dispute.
People always see them in the streets with domestic abuse and domestic affairs so they can call the police. Remember, the camera footage that they're showing you right here is somebody call the police and somebody else call the police again right there. It's bullshit.
What were they doing? We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
The 911 operator
drive by and the gentleman was slapping the girl. It is a bullshit. 100% fake shit.
Questions the caller to be clear on what he's claiming.
He was slapping her, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
The police followed up by chasing down the white van, leading to this troubling body cam video.
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
The 911 call seems to...
Been fighting this morning, personal issues. Just a show people, 100% in. Don't listen to the news. It is a hoax. All of this shit that they give you is not real. It's just a show. That's why they got this right here to show you from day one. What you think it is, it's not real by a long shot. Both of them running mind games on the dumb people. You see them? Make you get familiar with them. And I'm going to ask you a question. Was you seeing these blogs before? That they're doing this cross country and blogging. Do you seen it before? I don't think so. It's something that they set up for this fucking story right here for the dumb fools. Don't believe in TV. Nothing but pandemic entertainment. I'm gone.